Think of the brain, mind, and cranial muscles letting go as you release the breath. As we allow the heart and the brain to open and let go, the cleansing shower can begin to wash loads we've squeezed in the mind and heart. We can begin to let go of fears, tensions, and worries that we've squeezed in the tissue. As always, the more you let go, the more you can let go. Think of the downpour from above intensifying 10 times over, and then sit back and observe the responses. Let the feet open even more for elimination. Release any remaining loads into the cleansing shower. Now think of the feet closing, and instantly that happens. Immediately you may begin to experience the sensation on the soles of the feet, as a silken cocoon of energy backfills up and over the feet, ankles, calves, thighs, hips, hands, arms, torso, shoulder, neck, and head, until it overspills over the top of your head as the body is saturated with light. As the light continues to flow over and through the body, think of the hands opening. Just by thinking the thought, it happens with no effort, and immediately light begins to pour out through your hands and fingers. With eyes still closed, slowly lift your hands up in front of you as if you're holding a giant beach ball in between them. So your hands are about 3 or 4 feet apart, palm facing palm, as if you were about to clap. Take a couple of deep cleansing breaths and allow the entire body to relax. Even though the hands are still raised, let every muscle in the upper body just let go. Now, with eyes still closed, slowly move your hands in towards one another. Open them to the experience of the energy we've begun to gather, throughout and around ourselves, but also between our hands as well. Move the hands in until they're almost touching, but not quite. Let yourself get a sense of the feeling, and then slowly move them back apart, feeling the difference as they move away from one another, until again they're 3 or 4 feet apart. Take a couple of deep breaths, again letting go of the muscles. Again, slowly move the hands in towards one another, opening them to the sensation of energy until they're almost touching. As you slowly move them apart again, notice the difference in sensation as they move away from one another. Before we do this one last time, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to again let the entire body relax. The more we relax, the more easily this river of energy pours through our body and arms and out through our open hands. It's a letting experience. We don't have to try. Now one last time, very, very slowly, move the hands in until they're almost touching. Experience. As you slowly move them apart again, experience the difference and gently place them back down on your legs. Now let all that go. With each releasing breath, allow yourself to relax a bit more into your chair with each exhale. By letting all that go, we can now touch back into the shower of light pouring over us from above. As we're saturated with light, it overspills over the top of the head, filling the field around us, until very quickly it seems as though we were literally floating in an ocean of expanding lightness. With each releasing breath, you can allow yourself to expand with this light, and in doing so, continue to release loads and tensions that you may have squeezed in your mind or your body. These loads are effortlessly drawn out magnetically in all directions, like ethereal iron filings being drawn outward from the deepest part of your mind and body, lifted and cleansed as you breathe and let go. You can literally feel loads and burdens beginning to be lifted up and off your shoulders. Again, just by breathing and being willing to let go. Worries and concerns are now lifted off the brow and the temples and seemingly right up out of the brain itself. The deep facial muscles begin to release tensions they've held onto. Now the heart can begin to release any heaviness or angst it's held onto. With each releasing breath, allowing the heart to open even more. Allowing the deepest part of the heart to open, the muscles within and around it, letting go. As we continue to release loads, we can begin to open to the permeant lightness expanding within and throughout us. The more we let go, the lighter we become. There's literally no limit to how much light we can assimilate, save a thought limitation. So wherever we become aware of tension or restriction or tightness in thought or feeling, with each releasing breath, we can allow the lightness to expand within that, allow ourselves to open, to become lighted, effortless. This process of release, expansion, cleansing, and lighting will continue for hours after completing this experience. In fact, the rhythm of your breath and the willingness to let go will continue this effortless release. Opening and lighting. Take a few more deep cleansing breaths as we continue to allow every cell and every aspect of the field within and around us to open, to assimilate this radiant lightness as we actually become light. Being lighted is a natural state. It's the squeezing, the tension, the fears that cuts off the flow, the assimilation, the expanse of our natural state of lightness. So as we breathe and open through these experiences, we become closer to our natural selves, our lightedness, our effortless nature. With each cleansing breath, allowing ourselves to open at deeper levels, to again assimilate light, floating in this ocean of expanding lightness. Every cell, every aspect of us in the field around us becoming radiant, healed. Now, very slowly and very gently, when you're ready, open your eyes.